Hello, welcome back. My name is Chris, and this is the Railroad Reseller. Today, I want to talk about a variety of topics. There's no one thing that I'm emphasizing on, but it's just a lot of points I want to hit on. And one thing I want to say up front first, I think sometimes that there's too much advice, and there's not enough times where resellers talk about mistakes they made. And I want to talk about a couple mistakes I made this year because this is kind of a year ending type thing. I want to talk about the mistakes I made so that next year I don't make the same mistakes. So, one mistake I made, and I'm going to explain this one right up front, happened just recently. A customer purchased a little GE AM FM radio off of me. Generally, at yard sales, if I see a little GE AM FM radio for say $1 or less, I'll pick it up. Generally, they sell for about $10 plus shipping. So that kind of fits a guideline, just like the clothes I've said before. It all follows that kind of dollar for $10 type guideline. Anyway, I picked it up. One and it sold. So I grab it, I pack it up, I ship it to the customer, and I don't really think anything about it. And all of a sudden, I get a message from the customer: "You shipped me the wrong radio." Well, sure enough, they were right. The little GEFM radio I shipped them was the wrong one. I actually had two in the store and didn't even realize it. I was kind of in a hurry. Working a full-time job and doing this YouTube and all this other stuff. I tend to, I'm a one-man show, and sometimes you make mistakes. So I took and I made double mistakes on this. That's where I'm coming to. So anyway, I took and I said, "Look, guy, I'll get to you, get you the right radio. Just keep the one you have, and I'll get you the right radio." Well, in the back of my mind, I'm not thinking, well, I need to go delete the other one. And since I told him to keep it, because I didn't want to pull with, you're talking $6 or $7 shipping back to you and all that. I knew I'd made the mistake. Let him have a radio until I can get him the right radio. The problem was I didn't delete the listing for the other radio. It had sold. So double mistakes there. If you're going to do something like that, where you just tell the customer, keep what you got and I'll send you another one, delete the listing. So I didn't delete the listing, it sold. So, and I told the other customer what I'd done, and they never responded. So I had to delete the cancel. I had to cancel it with item not in stock. And so I got a little ding. I don't do it, I don't do it often or anything, but hey, it was a mistake. Over AM, FM radio. So, I mean, it's just, double mistakes there. And I want to say that I want to do more. My inventory in this year's time will change. Behind me, you'll see a definite difference behind me. And it'll be definitely more organized, more easier to get to, less mistakes. So that's one big mistake I made. So I'm going to put you some solds, and then I'll talk about the second mistake I made that was kind of a goof thing. All right, let's go over some things that sold. Sold this belt buckle. This is out of the big lot that I bought recently. This is an elk, I think, on the belt buckle. $8 and something plus shipping on the belt buckle. So Wii Sports. There's one thing you need to know that sells and does pretty good is Wii Sports. Even the disc only will get you about $20. I think we got about $22 plus shipping because this is the Wii Sports Complete with the manual. I've already got it packed up. But the Wii Sports is something you need to know. I don't care what you're into selling because it's out there, easy to be found, and it's $20. And most people do not know what the value of it is. And that thing has been constant no matter what, the value of Wii Sports. So Barbie here, it's Purdue. The reason why it's going to be a little cheaper than the thing, because the box ain't the greatest. $12 and something plus shipping on Mrs. Barbie there. Sold this menswear Alex Lloyd. It's got leaves. Really nice. 5XL shirt. $12 plus shipping on the Alex Lloyd. And finally, we got a Nintendo DS here. Nintendo DS, got a game thing. Took a while to sell this. I figured probably I wasn't the cheapest guy on the block here. But it is, like I said, I've got it ready to go. This is actually a brand new one of these. So anyway, like $65 plus ship on the Nintendo DS with the game. So we didn't have a winner on the Dr. Sasquatch last time. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to make it actually 5 bars this time of Dr. Sasquatch. You'll pick the flavors whenever you win. You can contact me. I'll always put my email down there in the bottom. Just contact me when you're the winner, and we'll get you 5 bars. Today's word, we're not doing Dr. Sasquatch this time. We're going to do some of the flavors. It's pine tar. Pine tar. PINTAR, 2 words. If you want to be in the sweepstakes to win 5 bars of Dr. Sasquatch. Now, I'm not sponsored by Dr. Sasquatch or anything like this. I just had a viewer who was very generous. So, hey, spread the wealth. That's the way I've always believed. Now, I want to talk about a second mistake I made. And the second mistake was twice this year. Twice. I didn't buy a Carhartt jacket. And these nicer, heavier Carhartt jackets when I had a chance. And actually in my area, these Carhartt jackets that sell well are pretty plentiful. People bought them over time and stuff like that, so they're out there. The only problem is people keep them forever. They go through hell and back, literally, these Carhartt jackets. But twice I had the opportunity. Once early on in the spring, about April or something, I had a chance, but the tag was missing on, one tag was missing on it. They wanted $20. I just didn't feel like right early on like that to get it, but I should have still gotten it. And I did actually have a chance later on in the year to pick one up. Probably would have been cheap, believe it or not, because it was an estate sale. They were just trying to get rid of junk. They couldn't decide what junk they wanted to get rid of and not get rid of. That's an estate sale problem sometimes. They just like, let's have an estate sale. We're tired of this ex-person's stuff. And sometimes they still want stuff. So, but anyway, I saw a Carhartt jacket. It was real dirty, I will say that. But people like them dirty. People like them rough. They like them distressed. I mean, and the only thing I can think of too, though, it was on a Friday, 12:30, 1 o'clock or something like that. It was later in the day on Friday. So I guarantee I wasn't the only person to walk by it that day. And they hadn't bought it. And I didn't buy it either. I didn't even ask how much. And I think it was a mistake. But I walked by 2 Carhartt jackets. Those went for really good money. So if you're out there looking for Carhartt jackets, it's going to be tough to find in the cold in the winter, but you never know what hits up. You don't know right now with people getting new stuff for Christmas. They may post their old stuff up on Facebook Marketplace. They put it up for $10 or something. Go grab that stuff. Stay on Facebook Marketplace right now and see what you can find. Show you some more sold, and we're going to wrap this up and think about some 2025 stuff. All right, let's go over a few sales. Mostly lower end stuff here, but hey, money's money. Streets of Fire here, BHS. I think I picked it up for a quarter or 50 cents. $6 or something plus shipping on that. Sold some ink here. This is not part of the lot that I bought a while back. Anyway, $6 or something plus shipping on that also. Sold a cassette. I bought a good bunch of cassettes a while back, and I sold through some of them, but I picked out a few individually that I thought would have value, and this one did. Stuff like this, you're looking for this one person that wants to buy it. Anyway, this is Crow Mag's cassette here. So, like I said, you're just looking for the right person. Anyway, $17 plus shipping on the cassette here. We got M&M here. new sealed here, about $8 and something plus shipping on the M&M. When stuff like this, make sure you're identifying whether it's the clean version or whether it's the cuss word version of stuff like this, because this is the clean version, but some people like cuss words. Also, what's sold here is Van Heusen 3XL, new with tags, $14.99 plus shipping. Sold a flannel shirt, imagine that, saddlebred. Nice, that red and black tartan here. $9.50 plus shipping on the saddlebred. It's a 2XLT, which really helps it. And also flannel, that would have been $1 a day pickup. Sold a Izod here, 4XLZT. This is nice pink and white here. This would have probably been $1 a day pickup also. $9 plus shipping. I took an offer on that. Another offer on $1 a day pickup was a $9 plus shipping. This is Bass Pro Shop shirt. It's got that nice, emblem, double emblem there. Nice white. So a lot of times when I take pictures, I use Photo Room to, because I just hang it up. I've got a special hanger that I really like. I hang it up, take pictures, and I put it up against a couple doors. And then I use Photo Room usually to take out the background. But when I use white, what do? Okay, well, I've got a black sheet I bought a long time ago, a black, probably queen size sheet that you put on your bed. I hang it up over top of the doors, and then I take the picture from a black thing. Usually what I do sometimes too, I save up multiple white items. What I do is, okay, this is my white listing day, so I'll just do 3 or 4 shirts or 3 or 4 white items that need to be listed against that black background. So that you know, I'm always trying here just to help individuals and help people and stuff. I don't want to be too preachy or something. Sometimes I don't know if I come off too preachy, or some other reseller channels come off too preachy. I'm just here to help. If I say give you advice, it's because I've lived it, okay? And I want to tell you this. That's why I'm coming out with these kind of mistakes type conversation, because I've made those mistakes. And I don't want you to fall into those same mistakes. I want you to be out there. I want you to be successful. I want you to ship the right items. I want you to pick the right items. I want you to make the money. So if I ever say anything, but I think this year in the tone of my videos, I'm going to try to be less preachy and stuff. I was listening to a guy the other day, and he was talking about... he was going to telling people how to spend their money. Even though he was successful and he had money, he was going to try and tell people how to stop telling them how to spend their money. And I think that's kind of, I'm going to try to tone down some, maybe if I was preachy in the past, if I have been. I just want to make you better. I want you to make you a better reseller. I sure as heck ain't doing this because I make so much money off these videos. I want to help you make money. This channel has always been about putting money in your pocket, not money in my pocket, okay? So don't think that's ever going to change. But that's one thing. I'm going to get a better organization. I think you'll see this whole, if all goes well, if I stay healthy and all that, this will all change around you. And eventually, maybe even you'll never see another video up here. Maybe it'll be all downstairs, or maybe just what sold will be up here, and the most of the heart of the video will be downstairs, because my whole downstairs is going to change. And I'm probably going to video parts of that. We'll see how that goes. But that's the big change. I've hinted at it, wanting to shed at times. Of course, it's nice, but it doesn't make any sense with the house I have and stuff to build a shed when I've got it downstairs that I don't hardly ever use other than storing inventory and stuff. And I'm just going to organize it better and make that down there where all this stuff goes downstairs. And the only thing that would be behind me is shipping supplies only. And, you know, I ship out average 5 or 6 things a day. That type of thing. It's not going to be a lot. This room will be a lot less cluttered. I may still use it as a photography area. That may be what happens in this corner that you don't see. Maybe a little photography area. Because I want to do some stuff upstairs. But that's what my organizational wise. And then, of course, picking wise, just keep up with the trends, keep up with stuff. You know, keep my eyes open, see what's out there. You know, I'm going to explain one thing in finishing. This is a huge mistake on, like I said, talked about me missing on the jackets. Let me tell you another big mistake that's been made. Okay, Disney came out with this show called Skeleton's Crew. And, of course, it's geared at younger children. It's geared at anything. But here's the big mistake, folks. You had a show coming out at Christmas. You had a cute little character in Neil, at least. Do a Neil character. And even had an owl. They have an episode where they go see an owl. Disney did nothing. Disney did not do any plush of Neil, any plush of an owl, anything to sell to kids. You have a show that goes to small kids, but yet you don't produce no merchandise. I don't get the idea of what people are doing anymore. It used to be when I grew up in the 80s, if a show was out there for one episode, they was going to put out toys for the episode. And especially if it was at Christmas, Disney done screwed this up once with Mandalorian. They had a hit. They had Grogu that was just there with all the little kids. Like everybody want a little Grogu. I've got a Grogu and all this stuff. And I had to have a friend to have something with Grogu on. I had to go to a friend and have his wife put it on one of these cup-like things. It had Grogu on it, not Buc-ee's, but it had Grogu on it. And that's the only way I got it. It's just missed opportunity by Disney. And what I'm doing, what I'm saying to this is, don't you miss out on opportunities. When you see something coming at you, and you know it's going to be popular, and you know it's going to be good, grab at it, man. Don't let it pass by you. Especially if you've been reselling for a while and your gut feeling tells you to buy something or something's going to be big, by all means, go at it. Like I said, I made quite a bit of money on this nickel stuff because, boy, I seen it coming and I grabbed a hold of it. And like I said, the worst case there with these nickels, I take it back to the bank and I get my original money. Anyway, I'm going to try to do one more video before around the first of the year. So, have a great week. I'll talk with you later.